Hey y'all, I'm Tracy. Welcome to Just to Get Farms. Today we're going to do something really fun with some of the herbs growing here in the potager garden. One of the best ways to get herbs into our diet and into our bodies is to eat them. Food is our best medicine. A lot of our herbs are multi-purposeful. So when you think of herbs like basil and rosemary and oregano and thyme, those are used a lot for culinary purposes, for seasoning things and for enjoying what you're eating. They also have medicinal properties. There's a lot of different ways to get herbs into your body and into your diet. You can make herbal teas and drink your herbs. There's a lot of different herbs and combinations that you can make for delicious teas to drink. There's cold infusions, like with this lemon balm here. You can make a cold infusion with this lemon balm, add a little honey to it, and make a delicious, cold, refreshing drink for the summertime. And that's getting this lemon verbena or lemon balm into your body. You can make and take tinctures for different issues and problems that you may have. You can make salves and ointments and lotions with different herbs. You can use the essential oils in many different ways from these plants. It's a wonderful aromatherapy. You can put the oil like on the main points of your body, like on your wrists, behind your ears, different places like that, and it absorbs into your bloodstream. You can make delicious herbal syrups like elderberry syrup. That is a wonderful one that we use every year to help fight colds and flus. You can even make candies and throat lozenges and cough drops and things like that from some of the herbs. And you can definitely eat your herbs, which is one of the most enjoyable ways to get herbs into your body and into your diet. So today I'm going to bring y'all along with me and we're going to make herbal seasoning salts. It is one of my many favorite ways to preserve my herbs. Plus, it makes a wonderful seasoning to use on any dish, on fish, chicken, vegetables, pork. It's really good seasoning to use on just about any dish that I can think of. And it's an enjoyable way to get herbs into your diet. My plan for today is to make 4 different herbal seasoning salt blends. And we're gonna start right here with this beautiful lemon verbena. I love, love, love lemon verbena. It has such a strong lemon fragrance and it lasts. You know, like lemon balm, when you dry lemon balm, it kind of loses its pungency. It kind of loses its fragrance and its flavor like over time as it's been dried. But lemon verbena, it holds its flavor and fragrance. And I absolutely love it. My friend Pat at Petals from the Past, where I used to work, she used to make lemon verbena homemade ice cream for us every once in a while as a treat at work during the summertime. Oh my gosh, it was so, so delicious. I've got to call her and get that recipe because I definitely want to make that with you guys too. So what I'm doing is just going down to where there's some new growth starting so that this can keep on producing. I'm going to take a good bit of this lemon verbena here today because I'm also going to dry some of these leaves and put them up for herbal teas this winter. Herbs like to be cut. They like to be snipped and cut and used. And that helps promote more growth where they will keep on producing. And a lot of times it helps keep them from getting all leggy and spindly looking. I think that's about all the lemon verbena that I need for today. So now let's move on and get some lemon balm. Okay, this is my lemon balm, and I'm gonna take it down a pretty good bit too. It will just keep growing and producing. I've got lemon balm all over this garden. Once you have lemon balm in your garden, you have lemon balm in your garden. It is in the mint family, and it spreads pretty aggressively. This is another way to keep aggressively spreading herbs under control, is using them. Okay, right here I've got some curly parsley that I'm gonna use. Next is sage, basil, and rosemary. My rosemaries aren't very big yet. I lost all my rosemaries this winter. Those frosts we had just took them out. Took out most everybody's around here. So I had to replant. And they're not very big yet, so I can't take a whole lot off of this. My little oregano is not very big either. This is the Greek oregano. This rosemary over here is a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna take some of it. It's hot out here. It's laying in this good shade spot. We got 2 beautiful baskets full of herbs. I have one thing left to harvest and we'll be done. All we've got left is bay leaves. I'm cutting these out because they were growing inward anyway. So I've got a good many bay leaves here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to wash and clean all of our herbs, pick out any of the bad, and then we're going to lay them out on a tea towel and let them dry. We've got all of our herbs washed and laid out here on my island to dry. Curly parsley, flat leaf parsley, lemon balm, lemon verbena, thyme, bay leaves, winter savory, sage, rosemary, oregano, and Genovese basil. We're going to do 4 different herbal seasoning salt blends today. We're going to do a Tuscan, an Italian, a Greek, and a lemon. We harvested a lot of herbs together this morning, and if you're just going to try one of these blends or maybe 2 of them, you're not going to need near as many herbs as we harvested today. I also harvested extra so that whatever is not used in our recipes, I'm going to be drying those and putting them up for the winter. Now I'm going to go through and get all of my herbs prepared. I'm just pulling the leaves off of the stems and getting them ready to use in our recipes. Good morning, y'all. It is the next day. I had some things come up yesterday and I didn't get to finish making our herbal salts, so we're going to finish everything up today. I learned how to make herbal salts from Shay over at Elliot Homestead. She has a beautiful channel and she has a wonderful cooking community. So she taught me how to make herbal salts, and the Tuscan recipe that we're going to be making right now is actually Shay's recipe. The Greek, Italian, and lemon is just a recipe that I pulled together. I researched the best herbs for each of those seasonings, and that's how I created those recipes. So we're going to begin with the Tuscan herbal salt seasoning blend. Salt is a key ingredient in all 4 of these, and you want to use a really good pure salt, like a canning or kosher salt, or a Himalayan or Celtic sea salt. I'm going to be using the Redmond's real salt today. These are the ingredients that we'll be using for our Tuscan blend. This is 2 cups of Redmond's real salt. This is about 1/4 cup of lemon zest. This is a little shy of a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. This is sage, and this is probably about 1.5 cups of sage. I took a cup and I just kept packing it in there really full. So I would say this is probably 1.5 cups. This is rosemary, and it's 1/2 cup of rosemary. Thyme, 1/2 cup of thyme. And a few bay leaves. I've got about 5 here, so you want to use anywhere from 3 to 5. And garlic cloves. This is 2 medium-sized garlic cloves. I'm going to be using my food processor, but if you don't have a food processor, you can just use a blender. So first you put in your salt. And now we're just going to add all of our other ingredients. I'm going to add my sage first. Rosemary. Thyme. A few bay leaves. I'm going to add 4 of those. Lemon zest. Red pepper flakes or crushed red pepper. And my garlic. I like a lot of garlic. We eat a lot of garlic. If you don't like a strong garlic flavor, you can just use less of those. Now, we just put our lid on. And turn it on and blend it. You want to blend it up really, really good until it gets this beautiful green salt. and it smells so good. Now I'm just gonna take my salt mixture here and pour it out on my tray. I actually had to get me a bigger pan because this is so much more than what I thought it was going to be. Spread your mixture out really good. Get it as thin as you can get it. The consistency of our beautiful salt here is like wet sand right now. So we've got to get this dried out before we can store this away in jars. So there's 3 different ways you can do that. You could pop it in your dehydrator and put it on a low setting and dehydrate it for a few hours. Or you could put it in your oven on the lowest temperature that you've got on your oven. Leave it in there until you can tell it's dry. And the 3rd way is you could just leave it sitting out somewhere, kind of cover it with a paper towel or a tea cloth and leave it sitting on a shelf somewhere where it can get dried out really good. The key is you want to make sure it's completely dried before you store it away in jars. Today I'm going to stick mine in the oven on a really low setting. Now we're just going to repeat the same process for the next 3 herbal salt seasoning blends. The next one we're going to do here is Italian. These are the ingredients for the Italian blend. This is 2 cups of salt. This is probably about 1.5 cups of basil. This is a teaspoon of crushed red pepper. This is savory, and that is about 1/4 cup of savory, winter savory. Parsley, this is about 1/2 cup of parsley. I have the curly and the flat leaf in here. Garlic, this is 2 medium cloves of garlic. Oregano, that's 1/2 cup of oregano, 1/4 cup of thyme, and 1/2 cup of rosemary. These are the ingredients for the Greek blend. We've got 2 cups of salt, 1 cup of basil, 2 garlic cloves, 1/2 cup of parsley, almost 1 cup of oregano, a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of onion powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of dill weed. I didn't have any fresh dill in the garden. It's already got too hot for it. 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/2 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, 1/2 cup of rosemary, and lemon zest from 1 lemon. These are the ingredients for the lemon blend. 2 cups of salt, about 1.5 cups of lemon verbena, the zest of 1 lemon, 1/2 cup of parsley, 1/2 cup of rosemary. This is 1/4 cup of thyme, and this is a mixture of different kinds. I would rather have used the lemon and lime thyme and used 1/2 cup of it, but the ones that I had planted in my garden died, so I didn't have it. This is mother of thyme, and I really don't know which ones they are. It's just a mixture of different ones. 3 teaspoons of black pepper. I probably would have used 4 teaspoons, but I ran out. Garlic cloves, this is about 1 garlic, a teaspoon of onion powder, and 1 cup of lemon balm. If you're drying your herb salt blend in your oven like I am, I'm doing it on 200 degrees, and it's taken about an hour and 10 minutes, and then they're ready. But a couple of times in between that hour, you need to come in to your oven, and you're gonna wanna give it a little bit of a stir because it's gonna get hard. It's gonna get solid and hard. So you wanna make sure you come in and give it a little stir about maybe 3 times or so within the hour. See how this one's already hard like this? So you want to come in and break it up a little bit. If you can't get it broke up and they're in chunky pieces like this, you can throw it back in your processor and pulse it a few times, and it will get it back to a ground up finer salt. Now I'm just going to go ahead and dehydrate all of these herbs that we didn't use. Look at this lemon verbena. We've got a lot of extra herbs to put up. I'm going to put my dehydrator on the lowest setting, and my temperature guide says for herbs it's 95 to 125. I'm going to go ahead and put it on 100. And here's the final product. We've got the Tuscan salt blend, Italian salt blend, the lemon, and the Greek. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen today, guys. God bless you.